Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the rarest and most valuable coins in American history. If you are a coin collector, a treasure hunter, or someone who simply wants to know how a tiny 1-cent coin could be worth millions of dollars, then stay with me, because today's video will absolutely blow your mind. We are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that has shocked collectors around the world by fetching a jaw-dropping $8 million in today's coin market. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single penny with no mint mark from the year 1980 has been reported to sell for $8 million due to its extreme rarity, mysterious history, and unbelievably perfect condition. But how did this tiny coin become so valuable, and what secrets lied behind its incredible rise in value? Let's go step by step through the origin, the design, the production process, the era mystery, and the coin market frenzy that made the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny one of the most iconic coins in numismatic history. Let's start with the history of the Lincoln 1-cent coin series. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln penny was designed by Victor David Brenner and quickly became one of the most beloved coins in U.S. coinage history. The obverse side of the penny features the profile of President Lincoln, while the reverse initially displayed 2 wheat ears, earning it the nickname the Wheat Penny. In 1959, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. That design remained in use until 2008. Now fast forward to the year 1980. By this time, the United States Mint was striking pennies using primarily copper-plated zinc instead of the older 95% copper composition due to the rising cost of raw materials. Pennies from 1980 were struck in 3 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which usually did not use a mint mark, the Denver Mint, which used a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, which used an S mint mark for proof coins. But here's where things get mysterious and fascinating. A small number of 1980 Lincoln cents with no mint mark have surfaced over the years that show unusual characteristics that set them apart from regular Philadelphia struck coins. These special no mint mark coins are not just your average Philadelphia strikes. They are struck with extraordinary detail, ultra-high precision, and a flawless finish. Experts and collectors believe that a select batch of these coins were struck using specially prepared dies meant for proof coins, possibly at the San Francisco Mint, but were accidentally released into general circulation. This makes them not just ordinary no-mint mark coins, but rare transitional errors or pattern coins that were never meant to be seen by the public. The coin in question, the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny valued at $8 million, is believed to be one of less than 10 examples in existence. Its pristine condition, full red color, mirror-like surfaces, and complete strike with absolutely no flaws make it a perfect specimen for collectors who seek the ultimate rarity. The coin was discovered by a coin collector who had been searching through rolls of pennies bought from a local bank. Imagine the excitement and disbelief when they realized they had found a coin that not only lacked a mint mark but also exhibited extraordinary quality and unusual design traits. After certification and grading by a leading third-party grading service, the coin was awarded a top-tier grade, believed to be Mint State 70, which is a perfect score on the numismatic scale. Once word of the discovery got out, it sent shockwaves through the coin community. Private collectors, wealthy investors, and even museums entered a bidding war to acquire the coin. Eventually, the coin was sold in a high-profile private auction for an eye-popping $8 million, setting a new record for a modern-era Lincoln penny. Now let's talk about the features you should look for if you happen to find a 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. First, check the color. If the coin has a rich, deep red luster and looks almost brand new, that's a good sign. Second, inspect the details. A rare 1980 no mint mark coin will have incredibly sharp and full details on Lincoln's hair, beard, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Third, observe the surfaces. A rare specimen will have a reflective, mirror-like surface, especially if it is a proof strike. Lastly, weigh the coin. Standard pennies weigh 3.11 grams if made from 95% copper, and 2.5 grams if made from zinc. A weight difference could indicate an experimental strike or transitional planchet. It is very important to have any suspicious or unusual coin professionally graded and authenticated. Services like PCGS or NGC can provide certification that gives your coin legitimacy in the coin market and increases its resale value tremendously. If your 1980 no-mint mark penny turns out to be one of the rare proof-like errors or transitional varieties, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune. So why is the value of this coin so high? The answer lies in rarity, demand, historical significance, condition, and market speculation. The 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a mystery, a story, and a piece of American monetary history. Owning one is like owning a piece of a secret that the U.S. Mint never meant to release. That kind of rarity fuels a collector's imagination and opens the door to sky-high valuations. As of today, this extraordinary coin is valued at over $8 million and is considered one of the holy grails of modern U.S. coin collecting. There are rumors that even higher offers are being made for any newly discovered examples, so if you're a coin roll hunter or someone who has jars full of old pennies lying around, now is the time to start looking carefully. You never know. You might have a coin in your possession right now that could be worth millions. Always remember to look at the date, check for a mint mark, and study the coin's overall appearance. History has shown us that sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins hold the most extraordinary value. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the legendary 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and leave a comment below if you think you might have a valuable coin in your collection. Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and may you be the next lucky person to uncover a multimillion-dollar penny hiding in plain sight. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins that could be hiding right in your pocket. In today's special episode, we are diving deep into the history, mystery, and massive value of one of the most talked about coins in U.S. coin collecting history. Get ready as we explore the legendary 1980 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that has shocked the numismatic world with a jaw-dropping current market value of $10 million. Now let's start at the beginning and uncover the origins of this seemingly ordinary yet incredibly rare 1-cent coin. The 1980 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most productive coin-producing facilities in the United States. The D mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse side of the coin, signifies its Denver origin. In 1980, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents across its facilities. While most of these coins were produced with standard copper-plated zinc composition, it's the rare errors and varieties from this year and mint location that have stunned collectors across the globe. The obverse of the 1980 Lincoln penny features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909, making it the longest-running design on any circulating United States coin. On the reverse side of the 1980 penny, you will find the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of American history and unity, designed by Frank Gasparo. Though millions of these coins were made, only a very select few were struck under extraordinary circumstances that make them worth a fortune today. So what makes the 1980 penny so special that one of them has been appraised and sold for a whopping $10 million? The answer lies in a rare combination of factors including minting errors, pristine condition, historical significance, and extreme rarity. Some of these ultra-valuable 1980 Lincoln pennies feature misstrikes such as double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and wrong planchet strikes. These minting flaws are not common and are extremely desirable to advanced collectors. But even more fascinating is the mystery behind a small number of 1980 pennies believed to have been struck on experimental or transitional metal compositions, making them completely unique. Another critical factor contributing to the immense value of the $10 million 1980 penny is its condition. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The grading scale used by professionals ranges from poor, which is a heavily worn coin, to mint state 70, which is a flawless specimen with no visible imperfections even under magnification. The record-breaking 1980 penny was graded as mint state 70 red, the highest possible grade, and retained its original bright copper luster, making it an absolutely perfect and untouched example of this coin. Now let's talk about how this coin achieved such an astronomical value. In a recent private auction that stunned the collecting community, an anonymous buyer purchased a 1980 Lincoln penny for $10 million. The coin was authenticated by a leading third-party grading service and had accompanying documentation confirming its provenance and unique characteristics. This sale not only set a new record for Lincoln cents but also highlighted the incredible market demand for exceptional coins in the numismatic world. This historic sale has led to a surge in interest among collectors, treasure hunters, and everyday Americans hoping to strike it rich. People are now checking their old coin jars, pocket change, and inherited collections in search of rare pennies from 1980 bearing the elusive D mint mark. And it's not just the $10 million example you need to look out for. Even 1980 D pennies in uncirculated condition with minor errors can fetch hundreds, or even thousands of dollars depending on the variety and grade. So how can you tell if you might be holding a fortune in your hands? Here's what to look for. First, examine the date and look for the D mint mark right below the year. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for any doubling in the letters or numbers, especially in the words Liberty and I in God We Trust. Check for misalignments, cracks, or unusual coloration. If your coin appears to be struck on a different metal than the usual copper-plated zinc, that could be a major clue. Finally, inspect the overall condition of the coin. If it appears sharp, shiny, and shows no signs of wear, it could be worth sending in for professional grading. If you believe you have a valuable 1980 D penny, your next step should be getting it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These services will certify your coin's authenticity, assess its condition, and assign it a grade that collectors and investors trust. With certification, your coin's value can dramatically increase and make it suitable for sale at auctions or to private collectors. Now let's wrap up with a fascinating thought. Who would have imagined that a 1-cent coin, minted more than 4 decades ago, could be worth more than a luxury mansion, a yacht, or even a private jet? The story of the 1980 D mint mark Lincoln penny reminds us all that treasure can sometimes come in the smallest and most unexpected forms. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or someone just starting out, this coin proves that knowledge, patience, and a bit of luck can turn a penny into $1 million dream. So don't forget to check your change, explore your old piggy banks, and examine inherited coin collections. Because who knows, the next $10 million penny could be waiting for you to find it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest updates on rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you think you might have a 1980 D Lincoln penny, or if you have other rare coins you'd like us to cover. Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and happy collecting. Welcome back to another exciting and eye-opening episode on rare and valuable coins that could be hiding right in your pocket change. Today we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and talked about Lincoln penny coins from the late 20th century. We are talking about the rare and mysterious 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that is now valued at an astonishing $52,938. That's right. Just 1 cent that has climbed to become a high-value collector's dream. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the full history, origin, unique features, and current market trends of this incredible coin. Let's begin by going back in time to the year 1995. The United States Mint was operating with multiple facilities, the most common being the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not carry a mint mark, the Denver Mint marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint marked with an S. The 1995 Lincoln 1-cent penny that we're focusing on today was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, hence it carries no mint mark beneath the year. Although the absence of a mint mark in 1995 may seem ordinary, what makes this particular coin truly stand out is a very rare die error, and its sharply struck features which make it unique among the millions of coins produced that year. The Lincoln penny series has a long and rich history dating back to 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original obverse design featuring a bust of Lincoln has remained largely unchanged. The reverse in 1995 still carried the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design first introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. What makes 1995 particularly interesting is that it was the final year before a massive change in quality control and minting technology that began to take place more aggressively during the late 1990s and early 2000s. That makes the 1995 pennies a key point in the evolution of United States coinage. Now let's talk about the key feature that makes this 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln cent so valuable. While millions of pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, only a small number of those coins were struck using a misaligned or doubled die. In some rare examples of the 1995 no-mint mark penny, there is an unmistakable and bold doubling of the letters in the word Liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." This doubling is so strong that it can easily be seen with the naked eye. These types of coins are referred to as doubled die obverse coins and are one of the most sought-after errors by collectors worldwide. The strong doubling of the text on the coin is not a result of machine damage or simple wear. Instead, it is a result of a misalignment during the minting process where the die struck the coin twice slightly off from the original position. What elevates this coin's value is not just the error itself but also the condition in which the coin has been preserved. Coins that exhibit the doubling clearly and are in pristine mint state condition, such as MS-67 or even higher, can command tremendous prices at auctions and from private collectors. In fact, one such coin in nearly perfect condition, graded and authenticated by a top-tier grading service, was sold for an incredible amount of $52,938. That's enough to buy a new car, pay off student loans, or even make a down payment on a house, all from one lucky penny. The 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with double die features represents a perfect storm of rarity, demand, and historical interest. Not every 1995 penny has this error, and only a small number were preserved in high-grade condition, making them extremely scarce today. The demand for these coins has steadily increased as more and more collectors aim to complete their Lincoln cent series with rare error varieties. Coin experts and collectors advise hobbyists to examine all 1995 pennies closely, especially from pocket change, because you never know when you might come across a valuable gem hiding in plain sight. Let's also discuss what to look for if you're examining your own 1995 penny at home. First, examine the obverse side carefully. Check the word Liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." Look for signs of clear doubling in the letters, especially the letters BRT and Y in Liberty. Also pay attention to the word Trust. The doubling should not look like shadows or wear, but should look like a crisp and separate outline of the same letters. If you spot this, you could be holding one of the most valuable 1-cent coins of the modern era. Be sure to have it evaluated by a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC, as professional authentication can dramatically increase its value. In the current coin market, collectors are paying top dollar for certified 1995 double die pennies in high grades. The most valuable examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and experts believe that values may continue to climb as fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation. This coin is a favorite among error collectors, Lincoln cent specialists, and even new hobbyists who are just starting their coin collecting journey. The fame and value of this coin have made it a legendary piece of American numismatics. To summarize, the 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a common coin. It is a potential treasure if it carries the double die obverse error and is preserved in mint state condition. Its origin in the Philadelphia Mint, its historic connection to one of America's greatest presidents, and its highly sought-after doubling error make it one of the most valuable and iconic Lincoln pennies ever discovered from the 1990s. With a current market value reaching up to $52,938, this coin is proof that everyday pocket change can hold hidden fortune. So next time you're going through your change jar or receive pennies back from a store, take a moment to look at the date and inspect the lettering carefully. You might just be lucky enough to uncover a rare 1995 double-die penny and change your life with just 1 cent. That's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at rare coins and want to learn more about valuable treasures you can find in your everyday coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and highly valuable coins ever found in pocket change. This is a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but it holds an extraordinary story and an eye-popping value in today's coin market. I'm talking about the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. And yes, you heard it right. This penny, if you have the right one, could be worth as much as $66,928. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and let's explore the full story of this rare and expensive Lincoln cent. To begin our journey, we need to understand the origin of the Lincoln 1-cent penny series. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first United States coin to feature a real historical figure instead of a symbolic design like Lady Liberty. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse or front of the coin features a profile portrait of Lincoln, and the reverse originally had 2 wheat stalks, known as the wheat penny design. Over time, that reverse changed in 1959 to feature the Lincoln Memorial, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design continued until 2008. Now let's fast forward to 1996. The Lincoln Memorial reverse was still in use, and the obverse still bore the profile of Abraham Lincoln. The standard minting process that year included coins from 3 primary mints: the Philadelphia Mint, which normally does not put a mint mark on coins, the Denver Mint, which uses a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, which usually produces proof coins with an S mint mark. However, the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has something unique about it that has stunned collectors and dealers across the world. While it is true that coins minted in Philadelphia typically have no mint mark, what makes the 1996 no mint mark penny worth tens of thousands of dollars isn't just the absence of a mint mark. What truly gives this penny its unbelievable value is a combination of extreme rarity, minting errors, condition, and collector demand. The particular version of the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that is worth $66,928 is not your average circulated coin. This coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, often graded by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC as MS69 or even MS70, which means the coin is virtually flawless under magnification. And if that isn't enough to make your heart race, some of these valuable specimens include rare minting errors that occurred during the production process. Let's talk about some of those minting errors that can increase the value. One of the most sought after is the double die error, where the design appears to be stamped twice, creating a visible doubling effect on letters and numbers, most commonly noticeable on the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1996. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is not properly centered due to a misalignment during minting. There are also die cracks, cuds, and planchet errors which can make the coin even more desirable to collectors who specialize in error coins. But what truly skyrocketed the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny to its astonishing current market value was one extremely rare discovery. In a private auction held recently, a collector acquired a flawlessly preserved 1996 no-mint mark penny with a sharp strike, brilliant red finish, and an exceptional doubling error, all of which combined to create a numismatic jackpot. That penny sold for $66,928, making headlines across the coin collecting world and reigniting interest in 1990s Lincoln cents. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies? First, check the coin's condition. If it's heavily circulated with scratches or dull surfaces, it is unlikely to fetch a high price. But if you have a coin that looks untouched, possibly straight from a mint set or sealed roll, it's worth a closer inspection. Use a magnifying glass to look for any doubling in the lettering or numbers. Pay attention to the rim, the placement of the design, and any unusual marks that could suggest an error. If you think your penny has potential, the next step is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will evaluate its authenticity, assign it a grade, and officially certify it. A high grade combined with a unique error or rarity factor could mean your 1996 no-mint mark penny is worth a small fortune. Now let's talk a bit more about the coin market in general. Why are coins like this worth so much money? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, historical importance, and condition. Coin collectors around the world are always searching for that perfect addition to their collection, and when a coin with an unusual background and pristine appearance surfaces, bidding wars often follow. Auction houses have seen dramatic increases in coin prices, especially for error coins and low population specimens in high grades. And this is not just for Lincoln cents. This trend extends to nickels, quarters, and even modern dollar coins. Back to our 1996 penny, you might be wondering how many of these valuable no-mint mark versions exist. The truth is, nobody knows exactly. The number is likely very low, possibly fewer than a dozen in such perfect condition with the specific mint error that led to such a high sale price. That's what makes them so rare and so valuable. You could be holding one right now and not even know it. Before you rush to your penny jar or coin roll stash, here's one final tip. Make sure to preserve any potentially valuable coin you find. Handle it with gloves, store it in a soft holder or coin capsule, and avoid cleaning it. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value significantly, even if it looks better to the naked eye. So there you have it, the complete story of the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a small coin with a massive value. From its humble origins at the U.S. Mint to a jaw-dropping auction sale of $66,928, this penny proves that treasure can still be found in your everyday change. Be sure to check your pockets, your drawers, and your coin rolls. You never know, the next valuable penny might be just one lucky find away. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment if you think you might have a rare penny, and we'll do our best to help guide you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel where we reveal the hidden treasures inside your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underestimated yet shockingly valuable coins ever minted in recent U.S. history. We are talking about the 1994 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper-plated penny from 1994, minted in Denver, now has an estimated market value of up to $72,982. Stay tuned as we uncover the rich history, shocking facts, and the precise reasons this coin is now considered a goldmine by collectors all over the world. Let's start with the basics. The 1994 Lincoln 1-cent penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the three main facilities of the United States Mint. The Denver Mint is known for its high output and quality coins, marked by the capital letter D located just below the year on the obverse side of the penny. This particular year, 1994, was not originally seen as extraordinary by most collectors. Over 7 billion Lincoln cents were produced that year across the various mints. But here's where things get exciting. Amidst this massive production, a very limited number of rare varieties and error coins made their way into circulation. These rare 1994 pennies are now sought after by collectors willing to pay thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars to add one to their collection. To understand why this penny is worth so much today, we need to look at several factors that contribute to its value. First, we begin with the coin's design and composition. The obverse side of the penny features the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This iconic design has stood the test of time and remains one of the most recognizable American coins in history. The reverse side of the 1994 penny showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This particular design was created by Frank Gasparo and remained on the reverse until 2008. The 1994 D Lincoln penny is made from a composition of copper-plated zinc. Since 1982, the United States Mint had transitioned from using primarily copper to copper-plated zinc, due to the rising cost of copper. As a result, the 1994 penny contains only 2.5% copper and 97.5% zinc. But despite being made from base metals, it is not the metal content that makes this coin valuable. It's the rarity of certain error types, high-grade uncirculated condition, and specific die variations that cause this humble 1-cent piece to be worth tens of thousands of dollars today. Now let's take a closer look at the possible reasons a 1994 D Lincoln penny can be worth up to $72,982. One of the most significant contributors to this coin's value is condition. In the world of numismatics, coin grading is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no visible flaws even under magnification. A 1994 D Lincoln cent in MS-70 condition, meaning mint state perfect condition, is incredibly rare. Only a few examples in the world have been verified at this level by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. The highest grades bring in the highest premiums. If you happen to find a 1994 D penny that has never been circulated, shows full details, and has absolutely no marks, scratches, or discoloration, you could be holding on to a true treasure. But condition is not the only factor. Error coins are another major reason this 1994 D penny is worth a fortune. During the minting process, a number of mistakes can occur. Some of the most valuable errors include double die obverse, where the image appears double due to a misalignment during the striking process. Another known error is off-center striking, where part of the design is missing because the coin was not properly centered during minting. Other errors include die cracks, cut breaks, and repunched mint marks. Each of these errors adds rarity and uniqueness, making the coin far more desirable to serious collectors. In one notable auction, a 1994 D Lincoln cent featuring a strong double die obverse combined with a pristine mint state grade fetched nearly $73,000. The reason it commanded such a high price was a perfect storm of rarity, immaculate condition, and intense competition from elite collectors who recognized the coin's significance. And this is just one known case. It is very possible that there are still more hidden gems out there, sitting in old jars, forgotten drawers, or overlooked in everyday pocket change. Let's also take a moment to appreciate the historical context. The 1990s were a transformative time in American history. The economy was shifting, technology was booming, and coin collecting was starting to see a resurgence in popularity thanks to the internet, making information more accessible. Many of these coins were hoarded, but not many were preserved in gem mint condition. Those that were saved, sealed, and protected at the time now represent some of the finest examples of modern pennies ever struck. If you are wondering how to find out if your 1994 D Lincoln penny is valuable, here are the steps you need to follow. First, examine the coin under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Check for doubling in the letters, date, or mint mark. Look for any strange marks, cracks, or irregular edges. Next, assess the condition. Is the coin shiny, bright, and free of scratches? Does it still have its original luster? If yes, then you may have something worth grading. Finally, compare it to professionally graded coins on auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, eBay sold listings, or reference databases from PCGS and NGC. If you suspect you have a high grade or error coin, send it to a professional coin grading service. The small fee for authentication and certification could unlock the true value of your coin. So, the next time you're going through your change jar or stumble upon a penny in an old box, take a moment to check the date and mint mark. That 1994 D Lincoln penny might not just be worth 1 cent. It might be your lucky ticket to thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a journey through history, a treasure hunt, and sometimes, a way to find life-changing wealth in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your home, Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you have a 1994 D penny or any other coin you want us to cover next. Until next time, keep collecting and keep discovering the hidden value in the smallest of things.